Hello, my name is Alexio, and today we're going to be talking about Sailorr. Sailorr is a new up-and-coming R&B artist, and she recently released her debut mixtape, From Florida's Finest, and it has been causing a lot of debates and discussions online. But before we get into the discourse, let me give you some background information about Sailorr. Sailorr is a Vietnamese-American singer/songwriter that was raised in Jacksonville, Florida. She has been making music since 2019, and she used to go by the name Sailor Goon, which was partly inspired by the popular anime cartoon Sailor Moon and her family's long history of being sailors. For a while, her music was flying under the radar, and nobody even knew who she was, until last year, when her From the Block performance of Pookie's Requiem started making the rounds on TikTok and Twitter. That performance went super viral, and a lot of people were talking about Sailorr for the first time ever, but for all the wrong reasons. First off, a lot of people were making fun of Sailorr's appearance. The black grills paired with the big eyelashes and the little bows in her hair looked weird to some people, and they poked fun at her. Secondly, some people were accusing Sailorr of biting off SZA's sound. The songwriting and lyricism of Pookie's Requiem reminded a lot of people of SZA's writing style, and the way Sailorr sung the song reminded people of SZA's voice. Some people even said that if they closed their eyes, Sailorr's voice could be mistaken for SZA's. And thirdly, Sailorr got backlash for using AAVE in her lyrics while being a non-black woman, specifically for using the word Pookie. For those who don't know, Pookie is a popular slang term that has been used in the black community for decades, and it is one of many terms in the past few years that have been co-opted by non-black internet users and overused to a point where the original word has lost all of its meaning. So Sailorr's usage of AAVE, coupled with the comparisons to SZA, was enough for some people to write Sailorr off as a culture vulture who was trying to make it big in the industry by stealing from black artists and black culture. But at the height of the cultural appropriation allegations and accusations, Sailorr was able to land a feature from one of the biggest R&B stars of our time, Summer Walker. Summer Walker hopped on the remix of Pookie's Requiem, and that cosign helped legitimize Sailorr's spot and rapid ascension in the R&B space. But even then, some people were still not convinced of Sailorr's genuineness, and I honestly cannot blame them. There has been several instances in the past where non-black artists have gone into predominantly black genres like hip-hop and R&B to build a fan base and a following, only for them to completely abandon the genre once they get big enough. We've seen it with Miley Cyrus, we've seen it with Post Malone, and we've seen it with Justin Bieber. It's been such a common recurrence that anytime a new non-black artist comes out with any black-inspired music, we're already anticipating that they're gonna ditch that sound to end up becoming a pop or country artist later. And the sad part is, black people will fully support non-black artists that make music from our genres, and we will welcome them with open arms. But when we as black people want to transition out of the typical R&B or rap sound, we are never afforded that same acceptance. Just look at the massive backlash Beyonce received when she released Cowboy Carter. A lot of people from the country music space shunned her album. Her songs weren't being played on country radio unless they were requested by fans, and she wasn't nominated for a single CMA award despite Cowboy Carter being critically acclaimed. Not to mention the amount of black country artists that have been making good country music for years, but have been completely ignored by the country music industry and its fans. And mind you, black people have invited and even awarded non-black artists at the BET Awards, which is supposed to be an award show specifically for black people and black artists. And it just goes to show you that the same energy and love that we give to other people isn't given back. So I understand why some black people are skeptical of Sailorr and why they're choosing to not support her. They have every right not to. But the amount of hate that Sailorr is getting is completely unnecessary, and she hasn't done anything, at least not to my knowledge, that warrants all the hate that she's receiving. I think that as long as Sailorr is respectful of the culture and respectful of the people that the culture originates from, she should be good. Personally, I really liked Pookie's Requiem, and I liked a couple songs off of Sailorr's mixtape. I hope she continues to do her thing while also being mindful of the space she's occupying in R&B. Those were my thoughts on Sailorr's controversial rise to fame. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye!